Okay, so in our last class, what we have started is module pool programming. That's important if we are going to develop some screen program, some dialog program. Okay, so that's what we were trying to understand. Like in the current age, people are more focusing on the Fury, but suppose in SAP itself, if you are going to write some program, means create some transaction which is more kind of interaction with the screen, right? Then in that case, we must have to go with the screen programming, or that's the module pool programming or the dialog programming. So all this program, MM01, this VA01, all the transaction, maximum, most of the transaction has been created in module pool programming. Okay, in the module pool. So almost all the transaction in SAP, it has been created in module pool. That's why suppose if we have to debug, if we have to do some development, a kind of a screen interaction, it becomes very useful. Okay, so that's why we are learning the module pool programming. We have taken one case where we are supposed to, give the two number on the screen and we have to add them. That's the requirement we are having. That's the requirement we are having. So we have to take the two number over here, 2 plus 3, and when I'm going to add it up, it should add as 5 and display on the output screen. Okay, so to achieve that functionality, so what I have done as of now, you know that if we have to develop the module pool program, the transaction, the suitable transaction, the best transaction is SCAT. We have to come to SCAT, go to this program, and here we can give the name of the program. And while creating the program, we will have to select the module pool program. Okay, and we'll have to create the screen. This is the initial screen we have created over here, right? For the first number, then the second number, right? And we want to display the output. So for that purpose also, we require a container over there, right? So this is one container, this is another container, which is containing the value. Okay, so we require another container which will hold the displaying value, right? Go into the change mode. Okay, go into the change mode, and I'm going to display the output over here. Double click over here and result. I can write that result, and here in the text I can give this as a result, and input output, here I will take this as an input output box. Double click here, the result value name we can give, this will be the technical name. Okay, so maybe result itself you can give result, right? This text is not required over here, and that's it. This much only I want to give it over here. Save it, go to attribute once again, save it over here also, and activate it. Once you activated it, and now you can test it over here. The result is coming, right? Result is coming over here. When you click on this, when you give this 3 plus 4 and I click on this add button, it should display this value 3 plus 4 equal to 7. How to do that? So for doing that, we have to write the code under the this screen is there, right? This is the screen number where we have designed. This is the screen where we have designed. So for that particular screen, if we are going to click on the add button, it should trigger the process after input, process after input, process after input event, and then inside that event, whatever the code you have written there, that should run in order to add. Okay, go into the change mode, and I'm going to now add. Okay, so when we click on the add button. For that, if you remember, I have assigned the function code. I think fc underscore add I have assigned. So I will just get it confirm. You can go once again to this 100, click on this layout and double click on this add button, and here fc underscore add I have given the function code. Here fc underscore sub I have given the function code. So that's perfectly fine. Go to this process after input, and when fc underscore add is and there, in that case we will have to sum up those number. So result, I have taken the name over there, the result, and result equal to the first number and the second number. Okay, so go to this double click once again, click on the save button. I don't remember the exact name what I have given over here. Double click first underscore name and the second underscore name. Okay, second underscore name. So first underscore in plus second underscore n. This is the name we are having. Okay, go to this flow logic once again, double click on this, and I will just write it over here. First underscore n plus second underscore n and full stop, and this will give the result. Okay, but the thing is that here the system will be able to understand this first underscore n or second underscore n. Is it possible for the system to understand? Is it possible for the system to understand? This is the screen where we have given the name. This is the screen. On the screen we have defined this one, right? But from the screen we must have to flow the data to the program. From this screen we must have to flow the data to the program, right? Then only the program will be able to understand that particular value, right? So first underscore n data type is a string. Here if you can see that I have chosen the string character string data type, right? So what I will do that with the same name exactly, with the exactly same name, whatever we have given for the first underscore n, for the second underscore n, right? And here also, right, this value will have to display on the screen. So a screen should communicate with the program. This particular screen should be communicating with the program. This screen element has to be communicated with the program, with the backend program. So this data should go to the program. Okay, this data also should go to the program, and from the program here the result should come and sit. So to and fro the communication should happen. For that purpose, with the same name, with the same data type, right, with the same data type, we must have to declare the variable in the program. So here for the first number the data type which is string, for the second number the data type character I have given, let us make it a string. Okay, you can keep it character also, there is no problem, but just I want to, you know, make it string variable length short character string. So a string I'm just choosing over here. I'm going to make everything same over here, strg. Here also the strg is there, and for the result also I'm going to keep the strg. So once or twice or thrice you can double click, this will appear. Okay, strg. So every one I'm taking the same data type over here so that I will be able to remember in background program what I'll have to declare. Okay, come over here, and where you will have to declare those variable, we will have to declare those variable in the global. Okay, in the global we'll have to declare those variable. So where is the global? Global is here in the main program. Actually global means in the main program. So what you can do, either you can create a top include. Top include will be there for the global variable, we have seen many times, right, in the report. Or else directly you can create your variable, you can give your variable under this program just before just after this program. Okay, so I'm going to declare that variable So we know that how to declare the variable with the same name. So first underscore n is the name over there. Type str string, and then once again first underscore second underscore n, type a string, and then the data we are having the result, type a string. Okay, check the syntax, there is no problem, right? So all the variable we have declared over there on the screen, the same name I have declared over here, right? And the same variable I'm using over here. So this value will be automatically understood by the system, by this program. So whatever the first underscore name you will put it over there, that value will be flown over here, and that value will be flown over here, and both value will be added together, and result will be stored under this result, and this result is bound with the result, what, result variable on the screen element, on the screen also, just we have seen, right? And so that the value will appear over there. Check the syntax now, and right click over here, activate everything. So I have activated now, and everything is now activated. Go to this transaction and press F8, give some value over here 3 plus 4, and click on this sum button, and now you can see that the 7 is appearing over here, right? 3 plus 4 is 7. How it happened? How it happened? It happened with this, it happened with this particular code just we have written, right? You can put the breakpoint over here in order to understand, and you can check, run it, and give some value 300 plus 100, click on this add button. Okay, and the 300 plus 100, here you can see the first underscore n, the 300, second underscore n is the 100, 300 plus 100 is going to have the 400, right? And the psi ucom will be having the fc underscore add, whatever the the function code I have associated with that particular button, that will come under this psi hyphen u underscore com, right? Psi hyphen u com. So here F6, and this result is now 300 plus 100, 400, and this result is bounded with the result variable on the screen. So the so you will be able to see the you will be able to see the result, right? 300 plus 100 equal to 400. How the flow is there? If you observe the flow, then just go to this main program, okay, or maybe go to this screen. This is the process before output event. Go to this module. I'm going to put the breakpoint over here. Just go back once again and go to this process after input, and user command 100, we are having the this particular breakpoint over here. Go to this transaction. When I'm running it, can you tell me which particular event is going to call when I'm going to run this particular transaction? So when my screen is going to display this 100 number screen, which particular breakpoint, which particular events is going to trigger? We are having two events over here, process before output and process after input. Which particular event is going to
PBO,
trigger over here?
PBO.
Yes, perfect, 100% right. PBO is going to be triggered first, because whenever the first time or any time, whenever the screen is going to be displayed, just before that, PBO event is going to display. Whenever the screen is going to be displayed, the PBO event is going to be displayed, called. Okay, so the very first time here you can see that I'm not taking any action on the screen. So just before getting displayed this screen, this PBO event will be triggered. Just run this, go to this transaction first, double click on this transaction, run this, and you can see that PBO got triggered, right? This is the PBO. Wherever you will see at last this output, that will be PBO, and wherever you will see in the last as a input, that will be your PAI. Wherever you see in the last as a input, wherever you see in the last as a input, that will be your input PAI, and wherever you see in the last as a output, that will be your PBO, process before output. Okay, so from here also you can see that this PBO screen got called. The PBO is calling this particular module PBO, right? This particular module, and this particular PBO is calling this status underscore 100, right? So from here also you can see the flow, how the flow is there. First this transaction got called, then this PBO screen, and then under this PBO screen, this particular module PBO, process before output, is getting called, and inside this I have put the breakpoint over here, so it's getting called set PF status, and the set title bar, both is getting called. Okay, press F6, and
So,
now,
so,
yeah, yes,
so in
others.
here in title bar, what's the use of title bar basically?
For displaying the title, this SAP is title over here coming now. Okay,
Okay.
so just go and give some title. Okay, go to this PBO, go to this PBO and give some title. Double click over here, and here the title code is test, and you can give some title. So custom title, custom, any custom title you can give over here. Custom title for module pool, for adding to number, adding to number. Okay, calculator, give the calculator. We should have some meaningful name, calculator demo via module pool programming. Click on this OK, and just save it. It is already saved. You don't have to activate or do anything. It's just will have to create, that's it. So run this once again, and it will call the PBO event. Okay, it has called, press F8, and it is not appearing. Why? Just a second, let me refresh the transaction. Go here, just go back once again. I'm going to refresh this one. Go to /n/sc80. Okay, and GUI title is there. It's not activated actually, that's the reason. Double click. Okay, what you can do for activating this one, right click over here, and directly from here activate interface. This particular option you can choose, and CUAD, it was not activated, that's why it was not coming. So you must have to, it must have to be activated. Now it got activated, right? From blue it became black now. That means it is activated. Go to the transaction now, double click over here, run this, and the PBO is getting called, press F8, and the calculator demo via MPP is coming over here. So the title you can maintain over there. Now you can give the 300 over here, and you can give the 500 over here, and when you are going to click on this add button, now any one of you can tell me which particular event is going to trigger, because I'm taking action on this screen. If you take any action on the screen, which particular event is supposed to be triggered?
PAI, sir. Process.
Yeah.
Yes. Good, very good, very good. So the PAI should be triggered. So I'm going to click on this add button, and just after this you will be able to see that here at last input is there. That means process after input event got triggered. Here also you can see the PAI screen. Here also you can see the PAI. That means the PAI, you were here at the PAI event, and this is very important from interview point of view. This is very important. Interviewer will ask what are the important, the question will come like this: what are the important events in module pool programming? Okay, the question will be what are the events in module pool programming. Just a second. Yeah, important, remove this important word that is not required. What are the events? They will simply ask what are the events in module pool programming. You will have to tell, you will have to tell there are 4 events in the module pool programming. Then they will tell what are those events. You will have to tell those events. The very first event is the PAI, that means the process after input. Okay, then the second event you have the PBO. Okay, so process before output. And the third event you are having the process on value request, POV or POH. Third event you can tell process on help request, process on help request. And the fourth event you can tell the process on value request, POV. So this is the answer for that question, process on value request, value request. Now he will tell that what is the sequence. Okay, what is the sequence? So suppose if he is having, if you are taking the face-to-face interview, it is possibility that he will give the, you know, some pen and paper, and there he will draw one screen, and he will ask you that suppose this is your screen. Okay, suppose this is your screen, and before this screen, you know, uh, this is your screen. Can you just tell me like what is the sequence? And suppose here one element you are having. So maybe I'm going to create one element over here. I will fill some color over here. So he will tell that which event is going to trigger when. So you'll have to tell just before displaying the screen, the just before displaying the screen, PBO will be called. Once the screen will come, and if you take any action on the screen, the PAI event will be triggered. And here if you have some search help option on the element, and if you click F4, in that case, you know, in process on F4, if you are going to, so POH, process on help request, is nothing but F1 actually, and process on value request is nothing but F4. Okay, so this you will have to tell. So if you click on over here F1, then this process on help request will come, and if you click F4, then the process on value request will come. Process on value request is nothing but the search help. It's nothing but the search help. Okay, this is nothing but the search help. And here this is nothing but the technical settings and all, some documentation, right? Technical settings if you want to see, or documentation about some particular elements. So for that purpose it will come. Okay, then he will tell this PBO you can compare with the which particular event in the report. You will have to tell without thinking anything, process, you know, at selection screen output. Okay, at selection screen output, you will have to just tell it. Then he will ask this one with which you can compare. You'll have to tell at selection screen. So these are some important interview question is there. Okay, just save it and come over here. Now what we are trying to do it over here, if you want to click on the subtract button, 300 minus 500 should come minus 200, right? That we want to do. So again I will write the code for that. Go here, just go back. So just go back. If I take any action on the screen, the PIA is getting triggered. That's why it's stopping over there. So no worries, it will happen. Click on this 100, go to this process after input, go into the change mode, and here you just write it when fc underscore sub we have given as a function code. Okay, And here for the result, just copy and paste it over here, give the minus over here, just save it, check it. So minus works perfectly with the string data type. Okay, that's why I have taken the string. If you choose the integer data type, maybe it will create some problem. Okay, just you can check once, but with a string it is tested, it works fine. That's why I have taken, this is also one reason why I have taken this string data type. Okay, now just run once again and give some value 300, this 200. Okay, and click on the subtract button, go to the SciUcom fc underscore sub, that's fine. So fc underscore sub, this will be triggered and it will give you the result 300 minus 200, 100. And if you give the 200 minus 300, 300, so 200 minus 300, it should give the minus 100, right? So the string will work perfectly over here. In some another data type you might face some issue, so just you can check it. Okay, with a different option it will be available. Click on the save button and 100 minus it will appear. You can see that minus 100, so it will appear like this, minus 100 will appear like this in the SAP. Okay, fine. So this is the thing which is the very basic of the module pool programming, which is very important in order to understand the module pool programming. Okay, so now we will try to understand some. Here you can see that, click on the save button and check the syntax. It's fine, go to the layout and just I want to, you know, make this last one as a only for the output purpose. Okay, only for the output purpose I want to make it. So how to do that? So here you can go to the display option, select this one, and only for the output you can select. Okay, so you can see there are so many options. Invisible, if someone like something, if you want to suppose I want to make it invisible. Okay, this one. So let us see if we are able to get the output or not over there. You should be able to get the output, but it should be, you know, invisible. Just save it and go to this flow logic, save it, activate it, run this one. First select this transaction, run this and give some value over here. So it didn't, you know, it didn't activate it actually. That's why nothing is happening. Just go and activate, right click over here and activate it. Okay, it got activated, everything. Now press F8. Why it should be activated? Just give me a second. Because I have made them invisible, it should not be visible, but I am able to see that it's still a visible. That's why I'm trying to identify what's the problem. Go here and it's invisible over here, but why not there? Why not there? Let me check once again. Right click, activate once again, and I'll just copy /n sc80. I will just refresh this transaction, just make sure double that everything is fine over here. Go to this transaction and run this. Okay, it's still not working. I think, I don't know, I'm not sure about 100% that invisible option is actually for what purpose, but as the name was suggesting, my guess is that it should be for that. I will check about that, what actually stands for. But suppose if you want something to be there only for the output purpose, not for the input purpose, for that purpose we have the option over there. Go into the change mode once again, and here double click, and here you will get somewhere output only, this option. Okay, so now you will be not able to put the input value over here, and it will be only displayed as the, it will be only displayed as the output for output purpose. Right click and activate once again, run this, go to this transaction first and press F8. And here you can see this time it's invisible, right? This is for the output only. That's what actually I was trying to show it over here. 300 and 400. Click on this 400 and press F8. Okay, we are not able to get the output also. We are not able to get the output as well when I mark them invisible, right? So that's the meaning of that particular invisible. You will not be able to see the output as well. Okay, but I want to see the output in the grid format. What I will do, I will just remove that invisible option from there. Go here, go to this display, go into the change mode, remove this invisible. So invisible means you will not be able to see the output. Okay, flow logic, and just save it, activate it. Got activated now. Come over here, press F8, give some value, and this time you will be able to see the output nicely. 400 plus 500, and here you will be able to see 900, right? So like that, like that, the meaning is there. I just want to format it little bit so that it looks a little nice over here. This alignment is not proper. I want to do this alignment. Go into the change mode, and I want to make this alignment perfectly. Just save it. Okay, and this is also fine now. This is okay. It looks good now to me. Just save it and activate it. So better to go to this flow logic and just save from there and activate from here. Okay, now what actually I'm trying to do, so this part we have just seen that. If you want to display now, it looks a little better. Okay, 500, click on this add button and press F8. This is okay, 900. It looks good now. If you want to make it little more beautify, what you can do, that you can use one option over there called box option. You can use over here. Go into the change mode. Which option? This is this option. Okay, box option. What you can do, select this box, and inside this box you can put this first number and second number. You will see that it means it will look better. It will look better. Just save it, go to this flow logic and save it, activate this one, activate, and run this one, and you can see that now it is looking far better than earlier. This result also you can put into the box. Okay, this result also can be put into the box. So what I will do, that I will put that a result also inside that box so that it will look better, right? And if you want also some text over here for this box, so that text also you can give over here. Text, please enter the number, please enter the number, something like that. You can give the text. Okay, here also you can give the text. This name is always the technical name. Okay, that is not mandatory in this case, so I'm just not using that one. So the result here. Okay, result, just save it and go to this pro logic, just save it, activate it, and this time you will be able to see more beautiful. Okay, just save it, and you can see that it's coming like in a better way than earlier. Okay, it's coming better way than earlier. You can check this, this width and length, it should be in the same way, that looks more better, or in the same, in the same box, in the single box you can put everything. It all depends how you want to design. Okay, press F8 now, and now what I will show you, that suppose if you want to create one entry into a table. custom table with the help of module pool program. So go to SE11 and let us say if we have created some G table, I will first look for the G table if we have created. Okay. So ZMB28, there is no any, I think in this system I have not created. In some another system I will what I will do that I will create quickly, or maybe I will choose some another already created program. Let us see if we have. There are so many. So JD student table, I'm just going to take JD student table. Here the student name, city and gender is there. This data element region is there. For this region you can see this, the field label region. Just see this field label. Okay, see this field label. Then for this land one, observe this field label. Land one is country. Okay, observe this field label. Gender, you'll have to observe this field label. Very important, this field label. That's where the label comes into the picture. Okay, what I want to do, I'm going to create one another module program where 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 just copy this one, right click, and let us see if we get some copy option. Yes, we have the copy option, and demo of one. This is the demo table update. Okay, click on this copy button and copy local object, and this is the program I'm creating over here. Right click, I'm going to create one screen. It's very easy to create here the screen 0 100. Click on this OK button and test. So if you have any screen SE38, okay, if you have any program over here, if you have created any screen, any program, JTest or something, and if we're going to create any, if we're going to give any parameters, so for example, p underscore test, this is the parameters I have given. So when you give any parameters, it generates one selection screen. So by default, the screen number of the selection screen is the 1000. Okay, you will have to remember this one. By default, the SAP reserves the 1000 screen number for this particular selection screen. Okay, you can, maybe you can go from here and verify. This is the screen number. You can see the DIN Pro number is 1000. So whenever you create any report or any program, and if you generate the selection screen with the help of parameters or radio button or checkbox, or the select option, the by default screen number 1000 is allocated for that particular report. So this is one important point I wanted to discuss with you. I don't remember in report section I have discussed or not, so just I remember. So in report, by default the 1000 screen number is dedicated as selection screen. So selection screen is also nothing but what? One module, one screen, right? Selection screen is also nothing but a screen. So this screen number is the 1000. So by default 1000 screen number is dedicated as a selection screen under report. If you are going to use some parameter select option, okay, under report, when you use some some parameters or select options. So when you use some parameters or select options in a report, automatically the 1000 number screen is generated as selection screen. Very, very important. from interview point of view. Also sometimes, not very frequently asked question, this one I have never realized this one, but this will help you. Okay, come over here once again. Now just save it, and we have created this screen 100 over here. So why I'm telling this 100 over here in report, if you will try to give this 1000, this is the module programming. Okay, so here, suppose if we're going to create a screen called 1000 over here in this particular scenario, click on this OK button. 1000 here is possible, but if you have some report and there if you want to create the 1000 number screen, it will not allow you to create the 1000 number screen. Okay, test, just save it and activate it. This you can see that here it got activated. Okay, but if you create one report and there in that report, you know that you go to SC51 and from there you can create the screen, right? So for example, which report I have created over here, go to SC38 and here JTest underscore win, some other person has created some, so I've just taken that one, no problem. Go to SC51 once again, give that particular report, and here if you will try to create 0 1000 uh, 1000, it will not allow, if you create it will tell already there, okay. But if you have the module pool program and there if you would like to create the 1000 number screen, you will be able to create. You have just seen that I have created, right? You have just seen that I have created. Okay, close, 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 and close. Okay, so here you can see the 1000 number screen I have created. So I'm just going to delete this one. I don't require this point of time, so I to keep it. Okay, already editing. Okay, go here, right click now and click on this delete button. It got deleted. Now go to this 100, go to this layout. Now what I want to do, I want to use the OpenSQL over here in order to update the database. Okay, in order to update the database, go into the change mode, is it there in the change mode or not? It's already there in the change mode, so it will be by default coming into the change mode. And now what I want to do, that what are the fields inside this particular, so open one new GUI window, go to C11 over here, and this is the table I want to update. Okay, I want to use the OpenSQL for this table to update the data, to create the entry, to select the data, right? For this purpose, I'm using the OpenSQL content and just run it. You can see these values are already here, right? These values are already here. So already some people has created this value, no problem, let it be like this. Okay, come over here and go to this screen painter which I have already opened. Come over here, and here I'm going to give this particular value, right? What is the value? Student number, right? I would be giving what? A student number, a student name, city, and gender. These four value I will create it over here. So what you can do, that you can give the student number all, and there is one input output field also you'll have to take with the same data type, int4, with the same z student number data element, int4, right? You will have to take care of this. Okay, you'll have to take care of this. So data type will have to give from here. You'll have to select the data type, go to the dictionary, and then from here the menu info you'll have to select. So for each element you will have to do like this, because you want to take the input in this format, and then you will use, when you will click on the insert button, it should insert the value inside this database. Okay, this is a little hectic to prepare all this data. Suppose if you have some 10 fields or 20 fields, it will time consuming. So what is the good thing over here, that SAP has already given one option. You can get the data from the dictionary directly. Okay, layout you can prepare from the dictionary directly. You have this option over here. You can see the dictionary program fields window, or you can press F6. Either you can click over here, or you can use the F6 button. Copy this particular dictionary table, JD student underscore table. Copy this and paste it over here. And now you will get this option. Actually, why it is not enabled? Just a second. Go into the change mode. Okay, now it's coming because I think it was not there in the change mode. That's why this option was not enabled. Now you can see this option is enabled now. Get from dictionary, right? And all this value I want to selection not allowed in display mode. Okay, let me do one thing. Some problem is there. Click once again. Go to this change mode once again and click on this F6. Now it's fine. Now it's coming properly. And select this one. Select all this field whichever you want to put on the screen. Okay, and then click on this OK button. Here multiple option you have. I just want to take the text. Okay, so automatically this text is by default selected, and this you can see these are the short, medium, the length, what length you want to keep it up. It all depends on you. So just I have taken the medium length, right? None, short, medium, long, header. So this text will be taken from where? The label is also having the short, medium, long. So which label you want to take? Short label or medium label or long label, right? Here you are having the different label. If you go here and click on this region, go to this label, short, medium, long, or heading. 4 option you are having. Which one you want to take? So based upon your requirement, if you want to take the short, just select this one. I'm just going to keep for each medium. It all depends. Or you don't want to take the label from there. So text you have this text. I want to apply the text box, a text over there on the screen. So click on this OK button now, and now you can put it over automatically. The nice format will be ready for you. Okay, automatically the nice format will be ready for you. You can see that student number, region, country, everything, all the data element. The beauty of this is you don't have to define yourself this data type. Automatically whatever the data type is defined over there, automatically everything will be taken from there. You don't have to bother. This is the best way when you have to manipulate with the table. Okay, you have to do some interaction with the table. This is the best way how you can do. Just save it. Automatically you can see the name also is there. This is the technical name. Okay, this is the technical name. Double click on this region. How the technical name is coming, you can see that technical name is coming, the name of the table. Here also you can see the technical name. Okay, here also you can see the technical name, and here the text. These two options will come permanently over here without that pop-up which is coming. If you want to see more detail, maybe you can refer the pop-up, but here also you can see, double click over here and you can see the JD student underscore table hyphen gender is there, right? Here the same whatever here, the same is here, right? So now actually what I'm trying to tell over here, that this is the technical name. This is that wherever name is there, that is the technical name. Text means that is kind of caption you want to show. So this is the text. So the technical name, if you observe over here, the table name hyphen the city, the table name hyphen the field name, nicely it is coming. Nicely it is coming. So in the program also you'll have to define this particular field, this particular field over there. So how to define in the program? how to define in the program. Do you have to define all these fields separately? Do you have to define all these fields separately? No, not required. Separately you don't have to define. From which this table is actually working like a work area. This table is actually working like a work area, and from this work area, with the help of hyphen, everything is coming over here. So in the main program, what you can do that, in the main program, go to this main program, and in this main program, okay, this is not required over here. Now in the main program, you can use the, you can define the, that work area. What is the name of the work area? Z student underscore table. So how to define a work area, right? If you already one table is there, just you will have to use the tables keyword, and just you will have to give the name of that particular table. Okay, what you will have to do, if already some table is there in the data dictionary, you have to use the tables keyword, and then you will have to use this particular table name. Then this name will be have like a work area. That's it. This much only will have to do. Or if you don't want to use this one, then as usual, as in the conventional way how we define the work area, using the types keyword, begin of this, that we do like that also you can do. But this is very easy way we can do this one. Tables I have used, so now we don't have to define each and everything separately. Okay, let's save it and let us see how the layout is coming over here. Activate this one, activate, and then what we'll have to do over here, we'll have to create one transaction in order to run this module pool program. Without transaction, you will not be able to run this particular module pool program. Without transaction, it is not possible. So I'm just going to create one transaction called ZMB28 table update. Okay, and then table update, table update demo, and the dialog transaction. That's fine. The very first screen, the program is this one, ZMB28 ZMB 28 APR MP. Okay, so the second one, and the DIN Pro number is 100 I have taken. You can select all this, just save it, and local object. You don't have to activate this one, just run it. You can see that the student number, region, and everything is coming over here, right? Here you see that this is not coming, right? This is not coming. So you will have to do what? When I copied that one, I could have copied that PF status as well. Okay, so I missed to copy that one. That's why this problem is happening. So what I will do that, I will copy that PF status from here as well, so I don't have to create another PF status. But if you see that this PF status, this PF status is here for this particular module pool program. Even if you are going to copy, there directly, it will not work, because this PF status is defined in this module pool program. I'm just going to copy this program, and what I want to do over here is that I want to call the PF status of this module pool program in the another program, right? So go there, and how to do that I will just show you. Go to SC80, go to SC80, and now go to that particular screen, click on this 100 under the process before output. Okay, okay, so nothing got copied, I think. No, it is copied, fine. So it's there, it's copied, so it's there. Just you'll have to write in program control V. Okay, so if you want to call the, some syntax is there, I don't remember exactly the syntax. So what I will do that, I will press the F1. So from another program, this PF status is already there in that program. I want to reuse that one. Okay, So I will check the syntax how to call a pf status from another program. Okay, so I'm just trying to look into the documentation. Set pf status of program actually. So you can see that of program. This is the correct one, and you will have to give the name of the program in the double quote, single quote. So that is fine. So now you don't have to create again the pf status. You can reuse it. You can see the first and second and this is giving the error. This should give the error. That's no problem because that is not there. Just save it. And now what I want to do, that go to this layout once again and create the button over there. Okay, so create the button over there, close this, come over here and create this button. This is the push button you'll have to create. You want to, insert the value. You want to insert the value. So how to insert the value? We know that there is a, first let's give this as the push button. I'm going to give the text over here, insert another text, update. Just two text. I'm just going to give it, save it, and go to this flow logic. Just save and activate this one. Okay, go to this transaction, run this. Let us see. uh, okay, that pf status is not getting called because our program is not getting properly activated. Okay, that's why. Right click over here, activate this one, and this time it got activated. Okay, come over here, run this. Yeah, now you can see that back button, everything is coming, but the logic should be there, then only it will work, right? Logic should be there. Okay, so I'll have to write the logic under the PAI. Let us see if the logic is there. By why it not getting triggered, I'll just put the breakpoint and we will check what is the problem, why it's not getting triggered, right? Go to this transaction, run this one, click on this. Oh, you can see that it's not triggering. Actually, it's not triggering. Why it's not triggering? What can be the reason it's not getting triggering? So mainly the function code is the reason. For this particular back button, the function code must be assigned. Okay, but as I remember, it's already there. Okay, the function code is already there. Let's go to the screen, double click over here, go to this process before output, right? Oh, why it's not getting triggered? Function code is there, right? Function code is there. Function code is there. Do you want to create? No, I don't want to create. It's already there in this program and I'm calling that one. If you go inside this program and you'll see that function code is there. That's why in this program it was working, right? So why it's not working, the reason behind, this should be enabled, right? Then only it will work. This module is disabled. Double click over here and now it will work. You can see that now it will work. Just save it, activate this one. It got activated because that was commented. That's why it was not working. Now it will work. If you go back, you will be able to go back. You can see that breakpoint got triggered, right? Press F8, 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 and you are there now, right? You are here. Okay, so you have come over here. Now what I want, that when I click on the insert button, I should be able to insert this value. Okay, so when the insert button will work, when you will assign some function code. Very simple, right? So you must have to assign this function code. Function code is very important. Function code is very important. For the update also, I'm going to give the same name. Okay, generally people give the 4 character. function code, generally people give the 4 character. Okay, but we can give more also. You can see that I'm giving more and it's working, right? Just save it and activate it. Come over here and go to this process after input, and here we are going to write the code. When insert, when insert, then in that case insert which value, this work area will be having the data. Insert table name, this table. Insert from, this is the work area. The work area also same and table name is also same. So insert this from this, full stop. Check the syntax. If everything is fine, there is no issue, right? And when you want to update, update is nothing but, right, update also you can do, modify also you can do, right? I'm going to use the update because there I have written the update. So update this from this, very easy, right? Very easy. Update. Check the syntax. Now activate this one. It is activated now. Activate, activate, activate everything. Come to this transaction, run this, and I'm going to give over here the student number 100. 100 is not there. This region, what region? Region we can give anything, maybe IN I'm going to give simply India. Here you can see that some search help is coming, right? I'm going to use this search help. Mom new, they have created this search help like this, you know, just for their purpose they have created. That's why it's coming, right? That's why this is coming. If you want, you can go to their table and you can check they have assigned the search help on this particular field level or data element level. Anywhere they would have assigned, that's why it's coming. Okay, so I'm going to select from their value, and then the gender is male. Okay, so 100 in mom male, right? Click on this insert button and it got inserted. If you can go and check into this SE11 slash O SE11, then the 100 number student should be there. Okay, the 100 number student should be there, and you can see here that this is the value I have done. And I want to update this gender from male to female. I want to update, so currently it's a male, I want to update as a female. So click on this update button and you can see that, you know, this is now female. So this is how you can do the programming. Suppose if you want to make this a student number, because this is the, you know, ID, a student ID, you want to mark this field as a mandatory field. It's very easy to do. It's very easy to mark any field as a mandatory field. But you can do that. Click on this 100, go to this layout. Okay, so there are many ways to mark any field as a mandatory field. From here also you can mark as a mandatory field. Okay, somewhere you will get the option called mandatory. Go to this program, display invisible, this, just see over here somewhere I will see that from dictionary, modify, search help, right? So if you want to see the name of the search help, from here also you can see, so for which value the country it was coming, right? So the parameter ID, I think this, no, this one here it's not coming, maybe it's taken directly from the data element, that's why, right? What I want to show you how to mark it mandatory. You will get one option over here to mark this one as mandatory. Okay, I'm just looking into that option. Here you can see that this input field, go into the program and then input required. So this, I'm just marking this student number as a required. Okay, just save it and flow logic, just activate it, activate and run once again. And now you will see that this particular value is mandatory, it's coming like, right? So if you don't give that one, it will give you the error. Okay, so that should be the mandatory field over here. The region, I'm just going to give some region, the country India, Okay, so search help is there, but just I want to give some another value. Let me check if they have, if it is possible or not, if we can give the another value or not. Click on this update button and you can see that fill out all the required fields. I'm going to give some 101 value. Click on this update. Entry India, you can see that IND is not, so this search help, we must have to select the value from the search help, right? Click on this update and this update will not be successful. Why? Because this 101 is not there at this point of time. If you go and select, this update will be there. Update will work only when if the value is present. So first I will insert. So now it got inserted, just refresh it. Okay, and now if you want to update, then it will update. So from male to female if you want to do, and click on this update, it will work. Just refresh it. So in the backend, the PAI logic is actually working. In backend, this PAI logic is working. Now what actually you'll have to do, you can put the breakpoint over here, right? You create the same program. This is your assignment. Create the same program as what I am doing. Okay, so the calculator one, I think already you have done, or you can just leave that one. Do this one. Whatever the table you have created, just you have to do insert the data, you have to update the data, you have to modify the data, and if you want to, what actually you'll have to do, that what actually you'll have to do, if you just give this student number over there, uh, if you just give the student number over there, and if you press enter, if you just press enter, okay, or you can give one push button over here, you can just give the push button over here and fetch the data. You can give the fetch. So okay, so after giving the value over here, and if you click on the fetch, automatically this region, this country, everything, if that value is there, it should be displayed, or else it should give the information message that this particular value does not exist. Please try with another value. Information message you will have to give. Okay, so you'll have to design the screen like this. Whatever the table you have, a student, employee, or whatever. So if you have some student table, you can try with that. For the informity, everyone will be having, you will be sync with me, or else employee number or any table you can just try with. Okay, so this is your requirement. You'll have to, this is your assignment, you will have to complete it. I will just elaborate it in more detail. What you will have to do, you'll have to design one screen like this. You will have to design one screen like this, where student number, region, country, gender, your field may differ from this field, there is no problem. Your field may differ from this field, no problem, but you must have whatever the field, that is not a big issue. You must have the insert, you must have the update, you must have the modify, you must have the fetch. Okay, so the fetch requirement I have just explained how it should be, and the modify, what's the meaning of modify, right? Modify means if some value is not present, then it will insert, and if some value is present, it will just update. That's the meaning of modify. So, and if some update is not successful, you will have to display the message. So how you can do that one, how you can check that one, you are master in that now, you are expert in that particular things. So what actually you'll have to do, go to SCAT, just you will have to check the size of RC, and I'll have to display the message over there, right? Go to this after input and go into the change mode. Here you will have to write like this: if size of RC not equal to 0, then you have to give the message please, try with some another value, or this value does not exist, then only it is not possible to update, right? So this student id does not exist. Please check this. So relevant message, this student id doesn't exist, then only it will not be able to update, otherwise it will be updating, right? So relevant message, I mean to say that relevant message you will have to type I, and just you would like to exit. Okay, what kind of message you want to display, it all depends on you. If you want to give the error message, type E, you can give. If you want to give the warning message, you can give message you already know. So you must have to display this message. Type you can decide what you want to decide, means what you want to give. That is not a restriction, but you must have to display the message. So in case of any fail, in case of any fail, display the relevant message. In case of any field, display the relevant message. That's what you will have to do. This is your requirement, please do this one. Okay, and one thing also, you have to mark this student number as a mandatory field. Okay, mark the student number or employee ID, some of the field as mandatory. It all depends which field you want to. So be logical, which field should be mandatory. Here in this case, the key field must be the mandatory field, right? Or if you want to mark some country also, so one field, this is student number, key field should be always the mandatory field. Okay, key field should be always the mandatory field, and apart from that, it's your choice what you want to mark the mandatory, or it's a customer choice what they want to you know make mandatory. Mark some field as a mandatory field. So this is another requirement. Okay, this is another requirement. So like that you can do. Okay, uh, this is the first requirement, and this is the second requirement. Take the screenshot of this requirement, and I will put this one in PPT as well, in the assignment as well. Okay, so that I will do. With this, let us stop our session over here. Take this screenshot as of now. Please do this one, share in the group. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Tomorrow we'll meet with the concept called, there are so many concepts in this module pool program: sub screen, okay, model box, there are many table control, right? Then uh, uh, I'm just missing, go here, go to this. So if you understand the basics one, then the field validation, right? So all these things we'll see step by step. Okay, so here you can see that this is the text box we have seen, this is the input output, this is the checkbox, radio button. This also I'll have to show, push button already I've shown you. This is the tab step control, this tab step by wizard. Okay, the box we have seen, the sub screen area, very important. This table control, right? This is the table control with wizard. Then the custom control, this is the status icon. So these are the concept we are going to discuss. Okay, maybe this status icon I will not be able to show you. I will see if time permits, I will show you. Or this custom container, here I will not be able to explain it. This is the concept related with the oops alv. Okay, so the in oops alv custom container I will be showing you. So apart from last two, other things we are going to cover. Fine, then with this, let us stop our session and we will meet tomorrow with a new topic. We'll choose some new topic and we'll start tomorrow. Bye bye, have a nice day.